absolutely need more politicians like this.
Mm-hmm. Threat to democracy has made its way to Congress. I mean, my colleague, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, has said, quote, Christian nationalism is actually a good thing. It is an identity that Republicans need to embrace, and I am being attacked by the godless left because I said I am a proud Christian nationalist, end quote. My colleague, Representative Lowen Boebert, said, quote, the church is supposed to direct the government. The government is not supposed to direct the church. I'm tired of this separation of church and state junk, end quote. Junk being the Constitution and Bill of Rights. The Bible itself in 2 Corinthians actually warns us against this. Paul warned against this. He warned us against people who would preach of a Christ that differs from the true Christ that we learn about in the Bible. That's exactly what Christian nationalism is doing. I condemn religious extremism everywhere, globally and domestically. We have to recognize the threat it poses to our most sacred freedoms and root it out everywhere. And I think it's incumbent, especially upon us as Christians, and me as a Christian, to be at the forefront of the fight to ensure that white nationalism and Christian nationalism doesn't see the light of day.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, y'all know I don't engage in American politics too often, but these are threats. These are dangers that are incredibly threatening into the whole world, because if America, with its military might and its financial might, were to become a theocracy based on Christianity, then especially that right-wing Christianity, I know it seems impossible that racism and slavery can ever rear its head again in America. But when you have people like Marjorie Taylor Greene in office, when you have people like the other guy, I've got his name already, who says that the religion, the church, should be telling the government what to do, the extremes to which they may be able to go to be able to take away your rights and take away your freedom, take away your ability to move, your ability to work, to earn, to live, to have happiness, their ability to do those things become greater. Because when you translate this Bible, slavery is okay. Subjugation of women is okay. Taking land from people is okay. Genocide is okay. You will see a drop in the morality if this happens. And if you don't believe me, research your history. After the Bronze Age collapse in around 1200 BCE, there was a drop in morality, a drop in government, a drop in the solidification of civilization. You had in Europe the Dark Ages, where there were inquisitions and heresy trials and people being murdered by the church after going through periods of upliftment. And then they drop down and then they come back. Most empires that's lasted over extended periods of time have experienced these types of drops. When the Aztec was going through a long time frame of a drought, based on their religion, they sacrificed many people, thousands of people. Their morality dropped. Every culture has shown levels of morality dropping. And in most cases, there was some religious connotation that was attached to it. So although I'm not Christian at all, I do support this gentleman's claim in the fact that we need to make sure these people are not in control of government, because if they do, sad thing. So remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.